Michael, what a lovely surprise. Just in time to join me for breakfast.
Actually, maybe some other time. I was wondering if you've seen AJ. I have some news about EOQ and I've been trying to reach him since last night, and I don't know why he's not returning my phone calls. Do you have any idea what he's been up to?
Don't answer that!
Hi, this is AJ. Sorry to miss your call. Leave a message.
Hey, it's me, Elizabeth. I'm glad we worked things out last night. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Call me.
You have not heard a word I've said.
Sorry?
My spies at ELQ have reported back. The Relish War's final battle has begun. Pickle Lila fired its first shot.
What did Patrick say when he got home? I know he doesn't want the baby, but still, he must have been a little upset, you know, about Britt's abortion.
There wasn't one.
You okay?
No, I don't think so.
Look who's here.
It's been a long time, John.
Connie told you about Morgan?
Yeah.
Is Carly taking care of it?
No. But don't worry. Sonny's on it.
Mr. Corinthos, please, you can't just barge
Morgan,
in here.
you in there?
I already told you he is not on campus.
Then where is he? Because I'm gonna find out what happened to my son, no matter what it takes.
I don't understand. Neither product reaches mass market until the end of the month.
By then, it'll be too late. Duke Lavery has managed to pull off a major publicity coup. By then, we'll be so far behind in marketing, we'll never catch up.
What exactly has Lavery managed to pull off?
He booked the new formula, Pickle Lila, on The Chew.
The Chew?
You have been living in Europe too long. The Chew is a fusion culinary chat show, the biggest of its kind. Do you have any idea the kind of exposure that AJ is going to get from that? Our pickles will be crushed before they ever leave the vine.
Okay, so you're haranguing me about this because you want me to do what exactly?
I want you to make sure that AJ and his knockoff Relish don't make it on that show.
Well, I don't know why AJ wouldn't be answering his phone.
Yeah, it's not like him. Unless he had a big date last night.
Why would you say that?
Well, he mentioned that he was gonna try and win back Elizabeth Weber.
Oh, well, she did stop by after...
After?
Carly, this isn't happening. You and AJ didn't?
No, we didn't. I mean, this is not at all what it looks like.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Because what it looks like is you and my son just had wild sex. Dinner.
Oh, she stopped by after dinner?
Yes. And, not that I was eavesdropping or anything, but as he was walking around, they did seem to be in a pretty good place.
Oh, well, I'm happy for him. You know, he deserves somebody great.
Anybody but your mother.
Good, I went to voicemail. It's really difficult explaining to Elizabeth how you wound up with my phone.
I can't believe I took your phone instead of mine. I must have been so grossed out about the situation.
Oh, excuse me. You think I'm the only one who's not sorry that we slept together?
Please keep your voice down.
Okay, great. Here is your phone. I want you to keep it and yourself far, far away from me.
If I never see your repulsive face again, it'll be too soon.
Oh, really? Too bad you couldn't keep your hands to yourself last night.
Are you kidding me? You were slobbering all over me.
Wait a second. Let's not pretend for 1 second that I didn't rock your world.
Okay. You know what? We promised that we were not going to mention that disgusting night
Okay,
ever
fine,
again.
fine. I don't want to relive it either. Especially because Elizabeth is giving me a second chance.
Is everything okay?
Morning sickness.
Morning sickness.
Oh, every other woman I know was finished with all that at the end of her first trimester. Here I am in the middle of my second. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Wait, I thought she wasn't keeping the baby.
She changed her mind. What do you mean Westbourne changed her mind? Why?
Apparently, the only reason she was having an abortion was because she thought Patrick wouldn't support her. She thought she'd be raising the child on her own.
And now she thinks she won't be.
Patrick agreed to co-parent. He wants to be responsible for his child, and so Britt reconsidered her decision to terminate the pregnancy.
Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. She makes Patrick cancel his date with you, and then drags him down to the doctor's to hold her hand while she's having an abortion, and then she changes her mind? No, girl, I ain't buying it.
What do you mean?
Come on, we both know what the Bridge is capable of. This was all an act. She never intended to have that procedure in the first place.
Connie came to the Metro Court. She was looking for Carly, but she found Sonny instead. And Sonny's been trying to call, but Maury's not picking up his phone.
So it's too late. Something happened to the kid?
We don't know that yet. Sonny and Sean are flying down to the campus, and he wants to handle this whole situation himself.
You know what, Dean? You could either leave or not. That's your choice. But I am going to find out what happened to my son.
Mr. Corinthos, this university values its peace and quiet.
What about the safety of the students? Do they value that?
Morgan is enrolled at Vanderbilt as Morgan Benson. We have been completely discreet about your identity as a courtesy to your son, to allow Morgan to associate with his fellow students without the burden of your reputation. And yet, here you are, charging through the dormitory,
My son's missing. How many times I got to tell you that?
Morgan has never been in any serious trouble until now. And quite frankly, this gambling ring that you've suggested, well, it's beyond far-fetched. We have no evidence to support that it even exists. I am certain that Morgan is in no danger.
Okay, I heard that he is. And in my world, that means a lot. So I suggest that you open that door.
We have a privacy policy.
Mr. Corinthos asked you nicely to open the door.
Fine. But I assure you this is not going to lead to anything.
So, Britt's keeping the baby.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
The situation is less than ideal, obviously, but it's her choice. And if she's going to keep the baby, that means I'm going to be a father, which means I'm going to show up.
It's a big adjustment.
When I found out about Matt, I was really harsh on my dad. And it's ironic because here I am in the exact same position.
Well, no, Patrick, Britt may not be the best person for you, but you weren't unfaithful when you slept with her.
Elizabeth, I'm going to be a father to a child that I didn't plan on having, okay? And that's not the baby's fault. So I don't want this baby to feel what Matt felt, feeling unwanted and overlooked. So if I'm going to be a father, I'm going to be the best that I possibly can.
And there you go. It's just the timing.
Is less than perfect, yes. But that's life, isn't it? So what do? You got to adjust, and that's all Britt and I are doing right now.
Of course.
Can you do me a favor, team? You check on her, make sure she's okay.
Yeah, of course. Are you saying that Britt, staged the whole thing?
It wouldn't be the first time. Think about it. The night of the nurses' ball. Britt took over the stage with a ridiculous announcement. I'm pregnant. But did Patrick come running? No, he stood right next to you. So what does she do? She sandbags your date and creates this will she or won't she drama down at the women's clinic. And why? To get into Patrick's head, make him commit to the kid and reel him in.
Do you really think she'd go that far?
Come on, this is the Wicked Witch of the Westbourne we're talking about. Check the sky for flying monkeys because she'll do anything to sink her claws into Patrick. I mean, she paraded around the locker room in her lingerie And when that didn't work, she ambushed him in the shower. She tried to get you fired. She framed you for cheating.
Oh my
She's
God,
not above
you're
you.
right. You're right. She'd do anything to get what she wanted.
Okay, so we're in agreement. That woman ain't nothing but a big-ass fake.
Patrick, something's wrong with Britt.
How exactly am I supposed to keep AJ from appearing on this chat show?
Chat Culinary Fusion. It's a dynamic format, and it will give Piccalila a national platform that will do irreparable harm to our sales. So get busy, make some phone calls. You're a prince, for God's sake. Use your influence.
You're a quartermain. Call the head of the network yourself.
Well, she won't take my calls. We showed up at some event in the same dress. It doesn't matter. It's not important. What is important is that AJ will get a segment all to himself if we don't make sure he doesn't go on the show. And if that panel of celebrity chefs is impressed with his new and improved Piccalila, we are cooked.
You do have a point there.
So, you'll make the calls? You'll get him bumped?
Yes, I'll make the call, but I have a better idea. Why not get us booked on the show instead?
I am so sorry, Michael. I should never have said that.
Oh, you're entitled to your feelings. But she's my mom, so obviously I feel a little differently.
No, I apologize. I mean, after all, Carly isn't all that bad. She gave me you.
Well, I wouldn't worry about my mom and AJ reuniting or anything. They despise each other. Okay, they can't even stand to be in the same room without hurling insults.
Yes, well, Alan and I were like that. No, what am I saying? That's completely different.
Right, because deep down, you and my grandfather loved each other. My mom and AJ realized a long time ago that they're toxic to each other, and there's no way either of them are going down that path again.
Elizabeth is giving you another shot. Wow. I mean, what is wrong with that girl? She has a gift for making bad relationship choices.
You're in no position to criticize.
Okay, last night was vile. It does not qualify as a relationship. But Elizabeth? Come on. Lucky? Jason, while she was married to Lucky. Nicholas, while she was engaged to Lucky. That weird Xander guy. Rick Lansing, who was a total psycho. You and Keenan, another total psycho. And worst of all now, there's you.
I can't believe that you're talking this way about a woman who saved your daughter's life.
That's exactly why I feel so bad for her, okay? Elizabeth and I have never been friends, ever. But despite that, when her son was dying, she reached out and she saved Jocelyn. So I owe her. You know, I need to tell her about a hideous mistake that she...
Don't you even think of telling her what happened between us last night.
I meant, in general, warn her, okay? Relax. I would never tell her or anybody else that we... God, I need more hand sanitizer.
Okay, listen to me very carefully. You are not going to mess this up for me. Do you understand? Elizabeth is sweet, and she is caring, and she is honest. And it makes me physically ill that while she was deciding whether or not to give me a second chance, you and I were in bed.
Keep your voice down. Don't let the whole lobby knowing that we had some disgusting...
Excuse me, you think that I want people knowing that we were in bed playing mattress tag?
Oh, we have a son together, that we have a son together. I will take last night to my grave.
The sooner, the better.
If I'd have known this racket these guys are running could affect Morgan, I would have stepped in sooner.
I know you, John. I know how much you hate Sonny. You would do anything to get back at him.
All I'm trying to do here is help his kid, keep him safe.
If our time together meant anything to you, John, you will be straight with me. Is this some kind of setup? Is Sonny walking into a trap?
Look, don't move. I'll shoot.
Travis, what are you doing? Put that gun down.
I don't want to hurt anyone, but I will if I have to.
Travis, you're Morgan's roommate, right?
Why?
Well, I don't want any trouble here.
So then leave us alone. All right, just go, or I'll shoot, I swear.
Drop the gun, kid. Drop it.
Carly, it's me. I need to talk to you about more. Give me a... Carly? I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but this is serious. Call me back. Carly? I've been trying to reach Morgan. He's in serious trouble. Where the hell are you?
You think I'd use Morgan to get back at Sonny?
What you did to Connie? She's mentally ill and you didn't care.
Okay, it's true. I used her, but she used me too.
And that makes it okay?
No, it doesn't. Look, I should have done better. By a lot of people. But I'm telling the truth about Morgan.
You've hated Sonny for an awfully long time. John, this wouldn't be the first time he used his kids to get back at him. Right?
I've done a lot of things. I've hurt a lot of people. Okay, but this is not about Sonny. This is about Carly, and it's about Morgan, who was in a lot of trouble.
If our time together meant anything to you, you will swear to me that you were on the up and up right now. That you have told Connie everything you know.
I swear.
Okay. Okay. Good. I just can't stand to see Sonny get hurt anymore.
I thought you were here for Morgan. Since when are you so concerned about Sonny?
Drop the gun, kid.
Do what he says, Travis.
I can't. They'll kill me.
Nobody's gonna kill you.
But we got the message. You guys said that you were coming after us.
That wasn't me, Travis. You might have a lot of enemies, but I'm not one of them.
No. Don't come any closer. I'll shoot.
No, you won't.
So what are you doing?
Just wait. I'm not here to hurt you. You're not gonna shoot me, are you?
What's going on? She's sick, complaining of morning sickness.
I found her on the bathroom floor.
I'm worried it might be something more than just nausea.
I think I need some water.
Okay, you might be dehydrated. Sabrina, do you mind grabbing some water, please? And should we run a CBC and a Chem 20, please? On it.
Forgive me for prying, but did you actually see Britt puking?
No, she was already on the floor.
I knew it.
Thank you. The baby's gonna be okay, right?
Yes, the baby's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it, okay? I'm here. We have the better relish. We know it. AJ knows it. And if I'm going to use my influence, why not make sure the whole world knows it too?
You are so right. We get celebrated chefs salivating over our relish on national TV. Our market share will skyrocket.
Now, when is AJ scheduled to be on The Chew?
Hey, I've been trying to reach you all night.
Oh, yes, I told Michael that you turned your phone off when Elizabeth arrived.
I had it on silent. I just picked up Duke's message. He booked us on The Chew? This guy is worth every penny we're paying him.
Yeah, I got a social media campaign lined up at EOQ. Hashtag Pickle Lyle is going to be trending when the show airs on the East Coast.
So when did he book us?
Actually, that's why I've been trying to reach you.
Tomorrow morning? No, that's problematic. Even if I do manage to get AJ bumped, we won't be ready in time.
Why not? I have a jar of it right in my bag.
No, we cannot go on The Chew with a product called Pickle Tracy.
What's wrong with Pickle Tracy? I think it sounds quite euphonious. Never mind. I was a good CEO because I listened to research, and the research says that Pickle Tracy is a little acidic. I don't know why the focus group said that, but never mind. I agreed with the marketing department on a new product name, and it will honor the one person in the world that can compete with my mother for the Lovable Legend title.
I am so afraid to ask.
Nicholas, I give you the daddy of all relishes, Pickletti.
It's a fake.
What the hell is going on here?
It's a prop. From the theater department.
What made you think you needed a gun?
I told you. I had to protect myself from you.
I've heard enough. I'm calling the police.
No, I don't think you want to do that, Dean.
You've left me no choice.
Okay, you heard the kid. It's a fake gun.
Yes, but his isn't. You brought a loaded weapon onto this campus, and I don't care what your intentions were. You should both be thrown in prison.
I am here about Morgan. According to you, he's in serious danger, so I'm also worried about Sonny, the same way I'd be worried about any parent whose kid was in trouble.
Sonny's not any parent.
No, Sonny's a target, which makes Morgan a target by extension, which makes the whole situation even worse.
I just don't remember you two being so bonded, is all.
But Sonny and I share a child, John.
Yeah.
Even if that child happens to be a grown man, we're always going to have a connection.
Yeah, I just don't recall the feelings being that,
What?
intense.
What the hell are they feeding you in here? You're losing your mind.
I know what I see.
Well, then you need to get your eyes checked.
Wow, Olivia, some things never change, huh? Defense is the best offense.
So we're playing football now?
Connie told me that she left Sonny. Steve's doing time.
Which point?
Sonny's alone. You're alone. You sure nothing's going on between you two?
I don't think you want to involve the police.
Are you threatening me?
No. Why would you think that?
Your reputation, Mr. Corinthos, your line of work.
I'm a businessman in a very bad business. I don't think you want the cops crawling all over your campus hearing about the gambling problems. Because I would have to tell them the truth, Dean. And it would be a very bad PR nightmare, wouldn't it, Sean?
What do you want?
Just want to talk to the kid, ask him a few questions. You're welcome to supervise if you like.
All right, I will supervise.
Good.
You're Morgan's father?
Call me Sonny, Travis.
Sonny. Yeah, I thought that you were those guys who ran the poker game.
Yeah, I heard about them. Maybe you can give me the website and I'll track them down and figure out what's going on.
It's not a website.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a shareware program, and with no access, so you have to search the net for the code on posting boards, open source bins.
Okay, these guys who sent you the message, what do they want?
I mean, the game was for real money. You know, small bets at first, and we kept winning. It was great, and you know, the more you won, the higher stakes you were allowed to bet, and then it went bad. Morgan and I, we owed a lot.
How much, Travis?
$50,000.
You have to be playing a lot to rack up that kind of debt.
Oh, we didn't have it. I mean, Morgan already burned through his allowance for the quarter, and I'm on scholarship.
Where's Morgan now?
After the guys said that they were coming to see us, he ran.
Come on, Sonny, pick up.
About time.
Morgan's in trouble. What happened?
He's he started playing poker. He got in over his head. I'm here right now, though.
Okay. He's safe, right? So we'll just pay back whatever he owes, and he can work it off this summer. Where is he? Let me talk to him.
Morgan's not here. He disappeared.
So Duke has us booked on the Chew for tomorrow, huh? Wow. You really think we're ready?
Yeah, and we'll fly out today, spend the night in New York. Duke's sending over the jars of relish to the hosts.
These guys are major foodies.
Yeah, look, our spin's gonna be, while it's not the same recipe that was used when everyone went crazy for it in Port Charles in the 80s, it is a new and improved version that's updated for today's tastes.
My, someone has been spending time in marketing.
This kid, huh?
Yeah. Look, we got our own great tasting relish, plus the brand name Pickle Lila that everyone loves. Who can top that? Pickle Eddie.
It's perfect, isn't it? Keeps the brand in the family, and it has a certain wise senior persona.
You're not worried about any copyright infringements or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see AJ claim my father as intellectual property.
And Tracy, although I respected Edward, he didn't exactly exude the warmth and wholesomeness that Lila did, you know what I mean?
Research disagrees. Now, I admit my father was a bit of a curmudgeon, but isn't that the essence of pickleness? A slightly sour disposition? A little bite?
Maybe.
No maybe about it. This is your chance to shut AJ down.
No, that's more your concern than mine.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think you need to put up with AJ's bluster any more than I do. And what about Elizabeth? What if AJ manages to convince her that he's a worthwhile human being.
No, I do not see that as a likely outcome for Elizabeth.
Don't be so sure. AJ has a gift for dragging people down around him. The sooner AJ's life implodes and he staggers off into the sunset, the better it's going to be for Elizabeth.
You have a valid point there.
Let's face it, Nicholas. You and I have a lot invested in seeing AJ annihilated.
As soon as we find out if you're hydrated, we'll go from there, all right? Hello, Santiago, can I see you for a moment? You gotta stay hydrated, Chris.
I know. It's just a bad week. Stress at the clinic and then the hostility between you and me. I got distracted.
All right, well, no more of that, okay? I don't want our issues endangering the baby's health. No more hostility.
Thank you. Would you mind calling my OB? I had an appointment the other day, and I should probably keep her up to date on what's happening.
So you know for a fact that she's faking the morning sickness?
Elizabeth never saw her puking. When she came in, Britt was already on the floor. I mean, that's amateur hour. I did a better job when I wanted to skip school.
Oh my God, you're right.
Didn't I call it at the nurse's ball? She's gonna use this pregnancy to tie Patrick up in knots. Between the guilt and the staged medical crisis, he won't know which way is up.
We can't let her get away with this.
Let who? Get away with what?
You don't know what you're talking about.
No?
No. Sonny's been having a really hard time. Okay? Jason died. Connie dumped him.
Yeah. Connie's your cousin, right? Now you're comforting her ex?
Okay, you may not realize this, but Lulu was missing for quite a while. Dante went to find her. The two of them were gone for days. We had no idea if they were alive or dead.
No, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. That must have been terrible for you.
It was, but it's okay now. Thank God. But it's just been like one crisis after another for Sonny. Then Brenda came back and started all kind of trouble with Michael. And now Morgan. It's just he's having a really, really hard time, and he needs a friend. And I've always been that to him. And that's all it is.
Whatever you say.
The game was rigged. Now Morgan owes some bookies more money than he can pay, and he, instead of telling us, he ran.
He's never been on his own before. Sonny has no idea how to take care of himself.
Well, I just got to find him before it gets worse.
I'm on my way, okay?
No, don't. You're not any good here. You stay in Port Charles.
What are you talking about? I'm not gonna sit around here while my son is missing.
Listen, Carly, he's been gone for since yesterday. He could be anywhere. I'm just hoping that he heads home and then you're there and, it'll all work out.
You're right. Okay, but you promise me that you will call me the second you hear anything?
I will.
It's not terrible.
Not terrible? Is that the best you can do?
And if it were coming from Edward?
It would be high praise.
Exactly.
So you're in?
Well, you do make a good case, I'll say that. I mean, who in their right mind would choose what AJ's offering over what I could give them?
What we can give them.
Right, sure.
Okay, so get busy, Prince Charming. Make a few calls. Get Piccoletti on that show.
I think you're right. It's either now or never.
Well, this is exciting. You're going to be on television and no one is dead or going to prison.
I think you ought to get used to it.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Okay, look, we'll leave this afternoon. Once everything's prepped, we'll meet back here. Okay? All right. And Michael, one more thing. Nice work, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
AJ?
Mom, none of it would have happened without you in my corner.
Well, that's lovely to say, but that's not why I stopped you. I think you should call Elizabeth.
Mom, I'd really like to just forget everything that happened last night. If I call Elizabeth and I tell her what happened...
I think that you and Elizabeth really can work if you put in the hard work.
What do you think I should do? I mean...
Well, New York is one of the most romantic cities in the world. Surely you could think of something.
Okay, I'll have the lab put a rush on this. Here, hold it. Do you have any advice? I've never been pregnant before.
The hospital offers classes for new moms. I'm sure you can schedule something.
I guess I was hoping for something a bit more personal. And you've been through it more than enough times after all.
Sabrina was just mentioning that Epiphany's putting all us newbies on the night shift.
She's putting you on the night shift?
It's just a rumor.
Well, the night shift's a rite of passage. I did 2 years of it myself. Can you do me a favor? I've got to go call Britt's OB. I know she's not your favorite person, but can you keep an eye on her for a second, please?
I'd be happy to.
Thanks.
Was it something I said?
Gotta get this to the lab. Here, oh, she's all yours.
Oh. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for all your help. You know, this pregnancy has been so difficult.
Save it, Britt. I know you're faking.
Can you put a brush on this, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, I tried calling you.
What's the rest of your day look like?
My shift is over right now. Want to grab some lunch?
I was actually thinking of something that might take a little more time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like what?
Come with me to New York.
No, I understand, and thank you for your consideration. Okay.
So, we heading to New York? Did you get my nephew and his ersatz Relish knocked off the show?
Yes and no.
Nicholas, what does that mean?
The producers of The Chew are somewhat more ethical than I've encountered in the past. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get AJ dumped from the show.
What?
They've made a commitment to Pickle Lila and intend to honor it.
That's it. We're finished. With a head start, that appearance on that show is going to give Pickle Lila. Even my nephew won't be able to screw it up.
No, not exactly. We were able to reach a compromise that serves our interests without compromising the integrity of the show.
Spit it out.
We're booked on the show. It's going to be a surprise taste-off.
An ambush. I love it.
Yes, and so do the producers. I mean, it is May sweeps after all.
Oh, yes, this is brilliant. He's going to be humiliated on national television, and the whole country will finally see whose relish reigns supreme.
Mom?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I was checking in. And, I want to let you know I'm flying to New York tonight with AJ.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. All right.
Are you okay?
Have you talked to your brother?
Morgan? No, I haven't. Why? Mom, what's going on?
There's something I have to tell you.
I think I have a way to track down Morgan.
I need to call the authorities about this gambling ring. I suggest you leave campus before they arrive. Needless to say, Morgan's status as an undergraduate here is in question.
My son's not coming back here. You think I'd give you another dime when you can't keep your students safe? Come on, Dean. He upsets me, you know what I mean? Morgan, okay? Get his phone. Have Spinelli track down whatever needs to be.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Sonny,
Yeah, Travis.
I may know something about where Morgan went.
Sonny and I used to play stickball out on the street. And then we had an adolescent romance that resulted in an amazing human being for which I will be eternally grateful. Anything else? It's not happening in the here and now. Sonny and I are just friends.
Keep telling yourself that.
What is your problem?
I don't want to see you get hurt.
I'm fine. Thank you. I should go.
Let me know what happens with Morgan, huh?
I will. Hey, I'm sorry for accusing you of setting Sonny up.
You both know it's not outside the realm of possibility.
You're a good person deep down. I know that.
Thanks for believing that.
Hey, if you need anything in here, I want to hear about it, okay? knows, maybe I'll even come back for a visit.
I'd like that.
You take care of yourself, okay? I don't need any more bad news.
Let's go, Zakara. Visiting hours are over.
Faking? What are you talking about, Sabrina?
Everything about this pregnancy is fake, other than the baby itself. Oh yeah, you planned the whole thing out to lure Patrick back into your arms, staging the big reveal at the nurse's ball, pretending to want an abortion just to play with his emotions, and now you're faking morning sickness? Come on, Britt. You're an OB. You of all people know this is exactly what every pregnant woman goes through. Oh man, you are playing Patrick, and he is falling for it again. Hook, line, and sinker.
Patrick.